Now we will move to our next speaker, that is Marco Iacuitto. He holds the role of project advisor at the European Innovation Council and SMEs Executive Agency, EISMEA. And he is also the project officer for the RaDAR-PPI project. Thank you, Marco, for your time and also for coming to Barcelona. It's a pity that you are here and we are having the event online, but thank you so much, and the floor is yours. Thanks.
Good morning, everyone. Bon dia. Thank you, Maria. Thank you, Ramon. Yes, indeed, it's a pity we cannot meet in person for this event. But as we say, the show must go on, and I'm sure that we will all have a very fruitful discussion today relating to public procurement for innovation and to AMR. My name is Marco Iacuitto, I'm project officer at EISMEA. It's the European Innovation Council and SMEs Executive Agency. Thanks again for the invitation to the RaDAR Consortium. I've been following the project since the launch of the project in 2022. We are in the final phase of the project, so it's a very it has been a challenging project, a very interesting project, and I'm sure that we can take out a lot of outcomes and very good lessons learned and experiences coming from the PPI experience together linked with the AMR topic. Just a little introduction for those of you who are not familiar with the European institutions. Our agency is based in Brussels, and we manage the European Innovation Council and other EU programs related to SME support, innovation, and access to the market. It is important to a little bit understand the role of the European Commission and the agencies. While the European Commission, in this case, it is the Directorate General DG GROW, our parent DG, that it is also following the projects, while the DGs and the European Commission set out the policy framework. EISMEA, as other executive agencies, we implement and we translated those policy framework orientations into specific projects. RaDAR is one of these translation, is one of these projects that was funded under the 2020 call for proposal public procurement for innovation. The priority of the call was to support projects developing public procurement for innovation, so focusing on methodologies, approaches in order to foster collaboration models that enable innovation to reach the market through public demand. The call was not sector specific, that is to say that the sector and the topic was proposed then by the consortia applying to our proposal, in this case rather with the AMR. That is to say that basically the objective of the call was therefore not to promote innovation in a specific domain, but rather to strengthen the capacity of public authorities and public buyers to use procurement strategically as a driver of innovation, regardless of the sector. It goes without saying that public procurement is an important topic. It is an important policy for the European Commission, as it represents the 14% of the European Union GDP. So European Commission is really working on, first of all, fostering the policy, so to create a more environment-friendly public procurement for innovation, in order also to support SMEs and also to support innovative companies to meet the needs of the public buyers. The European Commission is also working with the regulation and with the directives, trying to make it flexible even for public authorities to use the public procurement for innovation also at European level. Another important element is what also Ramon was mentioning the cross-border collaboration, which is a clear example that we have here in RaDAR with a consortium involving countries of the European Union and public buyers from three different countries. So throughout some specific activities and funding schemes under programs, European programs such as the Single Market Program, Horizon Program, and Digital Europe, really want to co-finance PPI, Public Procurement for Innovation, but also PCP initiatives, pilot projects, in order to encourage this cross-border collaboration between public authorities, in order also to reduce the risk of for public buyers while creating market opportunities for innovative companies. Another important point is the capacity building approach that the European Commission is adopting in order to help public procurement for innovation. With this, I want to say that public procurement for innovation, it is not only a financial challenge or a legal challenge, it is also a skill challenge. So it is important for the European Commission to build community of practices, to build groups discussion in order to bring together public authorities, together with innovators, together with the SMEs. And last but not least, another important point that we also discussed yesterday during the meeting that we had with the RaDAR consortium is the impact. We do not want public procurement for innovation developed throughout initiatives such as RaDAR to end and to die with the project. For us, important. It is really important to see the sustainability, and also the project shall ensure sustainability after the end of the project. So it is important, once the initiative will come to an end, to leverage on the results, on the outcome, on the best practices, either from a public procurement point of view, of course, for the practices, also in this case for the specific topic of the EISMEA, which is, I'm learning, it's still a complex topic. Yesterday, just to make a joke, I said, if financial regulation, if we think financial regulation of the European Commission is hard to understand, EISMEA it's much more difficult topic to understand, to develop. So, I mean, the invitation from our side is, of course, to boost the public procurement for innovation discussion, because, of course, this is the main priority of our goal, at least for what regards our agency and DG. But I know that other DGs and other agencies are working a lot with the EISMEA. So it's really interesting also to understand that this kind of synergies and collaboration that can be activated and enabled within still the European Commission. And what we are doing to support also the public procurement for innovation and public procurement in EISMEA, we have several initiatives. I would like to mention three in particular that I think will be very useful also for you, for today's participants. First of all, the Public Buyers Community Platform that facilitates knowledge sharing among public buyers. We have also the Big Buyers Working Together initiative that strengthens collaboration among contracting authority and enabling them to engage in strategic procurement. And finally, we have also the Innovation Procurement Hubs, a project within which public buyers among cities are one of the main targets, benefit from a direct support in establishing innovation procurement departments within their administration. There is a lot to do. RaDAR is part of this work to enhance and further strengthen public procurement for innovation, also in the specific topic of AMR. Once again, thank you very much indeed for the invitation. Unfortunately, we cannot meet in person, which is my loss personally. That I cannot meet you, also the SMEs and stakeholders involved in the project as companies of directly procured via the project, and the other stakeholders in AMR. But once again, I'm confident that the discussion will be very fruitful. So without further ado, thank you very much indeed, and I will be following the discussion with you. Thank you, Maria.
Thank you, Marco. Very interesting and an important point of view also from the Commission and everything that you do and how you promote public procurement innovation and this kind of projects. So thank you so much for your time and of course for coming again.